I created this situation and now I have to deal with it. Okay, so what we have here, the van is running. I have a makeshift extension cord for this DC power. It's just a stripped heavy gauge wire connected to the battery, which is linked to another cord which runs down to a macerator pump, which I'm draining the black tank. It grinds all the poo and then sends it through a garden hose. I really appreciate the consistency of this pump. It saved my butt over and over because it's kept working. For 2-3 years, it's been just, every time I ask it to pump poo, it does its job, which is amazing. And then that pump runs through a dedicated garden hose, just a regular garden hose, all the way up here, and runs to another hose, which, it stopped, which runs the liquid poo into the septic clean out, which puts all the poo into the septic system of the house. So it was flowing liquid poo just a second ago. So what is happening is it's hitting more solids than it can handle. So I need to actually give it some regular water. So I'll actually give that pump some water. All right, we'll shut off water. So we're just mixing water in. And it's actually running, but not as much as I want. It's possible the pump actually failed today, literally today, but I've got at least like 20 gallons out of there, which means the toilet is back in operation. So we'll just flush it all out with water and then shut this down, which means I'm gonna turn off the black tank, turn the gray tank back on. Come on, little pump. Oh, here's the problem. My supply, my freshwater hose is kinked. Okay, so this is like the rate of pump. This is the rate that pump will do. Pretty solid. And we're just flushing now with clean water. All right, pump is running great. You like this? You like watching this? It's pretty cool, isn't it? Anything Daddy's doing is cool. Yeah. Fascinating. Fascinating. All right, we'll turn this off. Disconnect the van. He always wants to take this car to the road, but it's not a safe place to play. Come on. All right, let's dump out the water before we take it in the barn. Oop, the barn's another safe place. All right. All right. Have fun driving in there. Yeah. For 2 years, no, for a solid year, I woke up every single morning in such a dark place that I would literally speak out loud things I can't even say here. Just despair. I felt like I had lost everything, and largely I had. And then over the past months, a real miracle has happened. I had a big turning point in my heart, just hit what I would call a real low point, realizing that if I didn't change my daily actions, I would permanently lose everything. I would lose my marriage. I would lose this place. lose my sanity, any bit of integrity I might have been holding on to, self-respect. And that was a huge turning point for me. And another miracle is that my wife, Brianna, was able to open her heart to healing and forgiveness. What do you do, though, on the day when you wake up and you're kind of back in that place of just overwhelm because the problems aren't gone? It's hard to make this video, but this video is me telling the truth of how much challenge lies ahead and how hard every day is. I've been in a really encouraged, hopeful place, but some days it's overwhelming. It's just the stack of problems that I have created, the situation that I've created is so deep. And I'm right down here in the first steps of healing and digging myself out of practical problems. And I want to tell a story of hope, but I know that to tell a story of hope, I actually have to be honest about where I'm at. And this morning I just woke up exhausted and overwhelmed. I'm also making this video because on a day I wake up exhausted and overwhelmed, I'm tempted to not engage, but like what I have before me is this massive challenge to dig myself out of a hole, and my family too. I've just broken my wife's heart in such a dramatic way. Like, this is a long process, and one of the next steps is just to keep moving forward with making income, keep moving forward with working, and step by step try to make things better. So what do you do on a day when you're just overwhelmed and exhausted by the daunting challenges ahead? Kind of a bright point, though, is that I get to see Brianna. That's not on. Hey. Nice to see you, ladies.
It's actually not good for my mental health to come here. Is this fence on?
This fence is not on.
Why do I feel like a fence is on even if I'm assured over and over it's not on? I always feel like it's on. Anyway, you look cute.
Trauma.
Wow. How's it going?
It's not on.
Has $1.1 billion. Wow.
He just told
What
you.
did he just say?
He just told you Taylor Swift's net worth.
How do you know that? How do you even know who Taylor Swift is?
We've been researching
How it's like his
all sorts of random facts. That's what dads do. Yes, ma'am.
Don't throw my shoes outside because they're really nice. I don't want anything.
Okay, we'll put them on the shelf there.
It looked as if it were on fire. But Vincent's fault.
Okay, turn the store off while Mom is here, guys, and we can turn it back on shortly.
I feel like I'm a ghost when I come here.
I know.
I want to leave.
Okay.
I just want to go in there and find some art. I can't. It's like, where's all my stuff?
I can help you find something if you
My
want.
cradle.
Just give me a list of stuff you want.
Is that on?
Yeah.
I wanted to find all of my photo albums because I don't want them to get destroyed.
They're in bins.
Doesn't mean they won't get destroyed. And then I wanted to find some art for the walls in my house. All the art I always had was like really meaningful.
Let me work on finding that stuff and bringing it to you.
I'm gonna go inside and spend time with the kids.
Yeah. But inside the ones that you're not allowed to say it. Be careful.
In the spring, summer, and fall, it's not that hard, but in the winter, I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna go.
What's it saying?
It says, I love you.
You're making Mama say I love you?
Those fingers down.
Do you know why it says I love you? Because in sign, this is I, this is L, and this is Y. And those all start I love you. So I love you.
Come here. I got her. Stay with me. Bye-bye. Royal just woke up from a nap, so she's coming back to get hugs and kisses. And probably stay a while because Royal will not let her leave. Who's here? Mommy's here.
Mama's back.
I know, I was talking. I mean, it's only been 18 hours.
This gift for you.
Oh, I love my babies.
I mean, it takes you a while.
It's okay, I don't mind.
Distributed them among all the branches of the bank. But since it was only a temporary situation we faced, really no.
A routine can kind of cover the hurt. And Brianna coming out here, even though it's nice to see her. This isn't choreographed in any way. It's just she has a broken heart. And so for her to come out and see our farm is a mess, and the kids to see us together out here, is just very emotional for everyone. But it's good. I think it's good to provide those opportunities for people to say what they think. The kids turn their story on the outside speakers of the camper as well as the inside. I'll show you what they're listening to because these are awesome. This is awesome storyteller. Why did you turn it outside?
So I can look for a rock.
A rock?
Well, a rock that.
And not miss anything?
In the dark. And Sherlock. Then I thought about the fact that Spaulding spent a good bit of time alone in the basement. This led me at once to conclude that it might be a tunnel. Mr. Wilson himself gave me the final clue when he described the stain upon the forehead of his assistant. I recognized the fellow immediately.
Show me yours.
When we returned to the front door of the
Mountains.
business, turned with his hero that he didn't bother to give names to most of his other characters.
Come on, let's get you a rock to draw on. There's some, but let's find a nice light colored one. Come here. Here's a good one for you, buddy. You see the cows? Baby cow. Here's a rock. You can take this inside and draw a picture on it.
Well, we already did.
All right. Which one did you draw? Oh, wow. That's so pretty. Royal, what are you drawing?
This one.
Please don't get marker in your hand, buddy. You're doing a really good job.
That's like a whole picture.
Ooh, every color. Every color. Just a touch. Yep, that's all it takes. Just a touch of that yellow.
This.
Nice.
And I think there might be one on the other
No, you can't draw on that pretty. You can't draw on Joyful's rock. You can draw on the one you already drew on. There's yours. Alright guys, we're gonna go to the park or the playground. If you want to bring a rock to hide. Baby's shoes. I don't know if this is just a thing around here or what, but there's folks who hide painted rocks in some of the parks locally, and the kids always find them and then they re-hide them. And so I think they want to take some of their rocks they drew on. Yeah, you can come and put them in the park. We're here. You want to play on the playground? Are you excited?
Come on, Trudy. We'll go put your shoes on. No, wrong foot. No, wrong foot.
Jump down. Go to the playground. Okay, I'm gonna sit here for just a minute. The girls have the babies on the playground and I'm watching them. I just have a quick phone call I need to make. So the question remains, like, what do you do on these days? What do I do? And I kind of think about a day like this as a trust and obey day. You can't be full of hope every day. You can't be full of enthusiasm. But I've been given a lot of promise and a lot of gifts in the past months. I'm holding on to those things. So I have to trust that, like, the healing that God is doing and the work that he's doing is going to continue. And I have to trust that if I have my eyes on him and have my eyes on this goal of healing, that, and I'm working hard on it, that will come true. And that will make it through the hard part. That will make it to a place of more wholeness. And I know what that vision is. I have a vision of that wholeness. And it's a place that, honestly, in our marriage and relationship, we've never been. It's not just getting back to a marriage like it was. It's actually stepping into a new creation that God has for us. I really believe that. And that's what we want. We want something new. We don't want the old back. And so on these days where you just have to trust and just keep moving forward, I'm trying to hold on to things that I've had in the past. I'm going to share two of them right now. Two of them that when they impacted me on that day, I actually stopped my car and wrote them down on my windshield because I drive a lot, drive to work, drive to see, bring the kids. So I look at these every single day. They may not mean a lot to you, but they mean a lot to me, and I'll briefly explain them. Okay, number one is this one right here. I'm going to read it to you. You probably can't see it very well. And it says this. It says, feelings of love and healing grow in the soil of actions of love and safety. And this is just a reminder for me that the good feelings that I want, like that, you know, that of course, like I want to experience, aren't always going to be there, but they can be there, but they'll be secondary, and healing will be secondary to consistent actions of love and creating a safe environment. That's something I tell myself every day just to stay on track. And here's the other one. You probably really can't read this one, but I'm going to read it to you. When you shorten your emotional reaction and return to action based on mission and the Father's unconditional love, healing happens. When I get hurt or angry or feel unappreciated, that can really impact the way I act and my consistency. It can really get me down. But something I'm trying to embrace is that when I take that emotional, kind of negative emotional reaction, when I shorten that and just get back to this thing that I want, which is action based on the things that I want, which is mission based on God loving me, that's the way I'm moving forward and towards the things I want and towards healing. Anyway, those are two things I wrote down. If they don't mean a lot to you, that's fine with me. I would encourage you, though, to take things that strike you and write them down, put them in prominent places, because you're gonna suffer doubt and down days. So that's that. Let's go. Walk, walk, walk. Yay! 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 Jump! Whoa! Jump! Oh, big girl. I see where that one is. I see a rock, and that's not a very good hiding spot. Royal, can you cross it?
Watch out, oh yes, you can.
Go. You got it.
Got it, man.
It's a swinging bridge.
Can't climb everything.
It's okay. It's safe. It just moves. Jump on it. It's like a trampoline. Yeah. All right, go. Whoa. Run back. Yay. Yeah. Let's go out of here, guys. Let's go. All right, we're back. My charging cord. All right, we're back. If he wants to wear a plate on his head, he can do that. You don't need to tell him what to do. Yeah, if you want a rock on your head, you can put a rock on your head. Just don't blame anyone else when it lands on your toes. Yeah, if you want a duck on your head, you can put a duck on your head. Quack, quack. Just kind of a rehashing of lunch, guys. You don't even want one of these. Hey, True, go sit. I'm getting you a fork. Go sit at the table, Miss Truly. So here we are. Built-in challenges. Layers and layers of them. I'm not asking for help. Though I need help from people who are close to me. I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm just telling a story as it is, in truth. There's a quote that I really love. What got us here won't get us there. What got us to this place won't get us to the place we want to be. And part of what got us here is my inconsistency. And when I'm not feeling it, I don't do it. So today, I'm not feeling it, but I'm still doing it. Trying to love my family in the best way possible. Pushing forward, holding on to a vision. It's not all bad, though. There's a lot that's good. Healing is happening. And our kids are experiencing it. But there's a lot of healing they need to do as well. But tonight, I'm just leaning in and trying to enjoy this cozy time with kids, forced minimalism. It really makes you connect with other people because there's nothing else to do. And tonight I'm thankful for that.